Who is that? Yeah, dude. Pick up the phone. Hello? Yeah, Dougie. Pick up the phone. Yeah. Love that scene. Hello, everyone. It's one of my favorite scenes from Scary Movie. Wazzzzupppppp. Whenever I rewatch Scary Movie and that scene comes up, I always repeat the same lines over and over. I showed the movie to my older siblings one time, and when I said the lines, they were like, they both turned to each other like, please do not tell me he's gonna do this the whole movie. I just love scary movies so much. I love how they're like, wow, yeah. It's funny. Made I think before it was a meme, or I think after it was this meme. Oh, jeez. Very tired. Very tired. And my finger's starting to get better. I just can't move it that much. Oh, I could sort of move it. Look. Sort of. It feels weird having bandages on. That's the thing. It feels a bit weird. Yeah. It just feels a bit weird having bandages on. That's the thing. It's like you're putting tape on your finger. I was expecting more people to be here because before I'm live, I looked over and I said a few people watched the first two lives, and on one of the lives it went up to 80 views, other was up to the 70s. I was like, damn, people are watching these lives, alright. And when I posted the Supergirl short about like how sort of failed in the box office, it, I swear, one minute it had like 2 views, next minute when I was like, oh, I'm gonna check how many it got up to, it skyrocketed up like 20 or 40, and I was like, jeez, never happens that much. Mostly it goes up to like 10, maybe 20, but then it skyrocketed. I think like people start liking. I think people start liking what videos I make or what. Jeez, I'm too tired. It depends on what like the topic is that people like the videos. It depends what I talk about or doing. It's because I bruise easily and the highest of people ask questions is 18 people, so it's get 18 likes. I mean, if I talk about something interesting, people might start liking it. Who knows? It's their decision to like it. I don't force them to. What's something I could talk about? I was gonna get up and show my Nerf guns, but I don't want to get up and do it. But I have what I'm looking at right now. I have a blue one. Sorry, I'm looking at my Nerf guns. I have a red one that's sort of like an assault rifle almost, and one that's a Nerf gun that's like a shotgun, if that makes sense, but like sort of like a rocket launcher. It's sort of like that. It's like I can't tell how big it is, like my arm, right? It's big as my arm, and there's like these bullet things on it, and it's got like there's like three like bullets, and it's so cool. My since I love Nerf guns, my older brother and sister bought me I think the red or the blue, and one of my friends the red or the blue because they know I love Nerf guns so much. I had one, but I forgot where that one is because I have like a one that's like it's like a pistol, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool with like pretty cool Nerf gun. Me and my friends, we would have Nerf gun battles all the time. But we don't anymore because we're busy, playing video games and stuff. I'm too busy playing Fortnite and doing YouTube, and like they're too busy with they're too busy with their friends. Or too busy like doing their own stuff. They got banned in my house. Oh, why is that? Was it because like, you lost the bullets, the Nerf gun bullets, or what? Can I just mention if anyone's ever fired a Nerf gun, it hurts. I actually like not when I fired it, but I dropped it on my toe once because my sister's a crybaby. Well, they don't really hurt that much. It's just plastic. Hold up, sorry. There we go. It was a bit of a mark on my phone. I'm trying to wipe it off. Gone? Yeah, it's gone. But hold up. I'm seeing if there's anything left. Oh yeah, there's still some left. Coca-Cola, my favorite. So did anyone hear that we're getting a 24 Jump Street? Apparently they're skipping 23. They're skipping 23 Jump Street, which was going to be the third movie. It was going to be like being a medical school. Now 24 is foreign exchange students in Russia, so I'm excited. I'm looking for 24. It's sad we're not getting a 23. I heard, because I remember I made a poll about this or something, is that I asked, like, there's going to be a crossover between Men in Black and Jump Street, and I said, would you guys have been interested in it if it got made? And a lot of people said no, because I did make a point, like, how would it be possible? Because think about it, Men in Black is PG-13. Alright, there's aliens, sure, they say a few S words here and there, but they don't say the F word, ever. But if you look at, like, Jump Street, rated R. It's straight up action. Men in Black is sort of action, but it's more sci-fi. And Jump Street's like very rated R. They say the F word a lot, the S word. I don't know what other swear words they say. But that probably wouldn't fit an R-rated franchise. Duology is what we call two films. It wouldn't be cool of Men in Black, being with Jump Street that's rated R. I mean, if they made a PG-13, it just wouldn't be the same. Like hearing Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum, or Ice Cube dropping the F-bombs. I mean, they could have made a rated R. That would have been cool if they made Men in Black Jump Street crossover. My dad has a whole collection of Coca-Cola. Nice, I do too. I don't like Men in Black anymore. Will Smith is no longer in it, and there's too many. There's not like, well, I watched Men in Black International, the one with Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson, and I did love their acting, and they're my favorite actors. But I hated Men in Black International. It was nothing like Men in Black was, and I also love Liam Neeson. But it's not like a Men in Black movie. Think about it like this. You know how Men in Black's like, sure, it has the theme and stuff. But you know how Men in Black is like sci-fi, but there's like a few comedy sprinkled in, you know? International does the opposite. There's sure a bit of sci-fi, but there's so much comedy moments, it like makes it worse because Men in Black is not meant to be a full-on comedy. There's meant to be like sci-fi moments, and then, I thought it was I miss Will Smith. Lol. I mean, I still love Will Smith. They were. Oh, jeez, I almost choked on my saliva. My bad. Jeez, I'm alright. There was this Will Smith movie I watched that was on Netflix called Prince, and before the Will Smith Chris Rock incident, if you know what happened, yeah, I know that before that happened, they were gonna make the sequel to that Netflix movie Bright. I loved. I don't know why people hate it, but then when that happened, people were like, nah, we're canceling it. I mean, Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, one of my favorite actors. Will Smith is as well. The reason why I love Chris Rock is just because, here, think about this, right? Okay, let me explain this in a way, right? Chris Rock has been in so many great movies. He was like in what's that movie called? The one with the witches. I forgot the name. He well no, he's not in the old one, but he's in like the newer version. Yeah, sure. Yeah, true. Oh, sorry, charging my phone. There we go. Charged. It's charging. Anyways, Chris Rock is like in a lot of like comedies. Like he's in a few Adam Sandler movies because he's friends with Adam Sandler. And Will Smith, let's see. Gosh, I'm gonna be naming so much Will Smith stuff, but I'll just name you. He's in Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I love Fresh Prince of Bel Air. What else is he in? What else? Obviously, Men in Black. Will Smith. He was in Wild Wild West, I believe. I'm pretty sure he was, and he's in a few other movies. There's a movie I watched. I forgot what it was called or about, but it was like it's got Stephen Ogg that plays as Trevor in GTA in it, and it's emotional. It's an emotional story. It's like it's very good though. It's like the way it was made. It was very good. I cried for days of Adam Sandler died true. Made a comment about his wife, but that was immature. Slap him like be more mature. True. I mean, when I was watching, I think it wasn't the Golden, it was the Oscars, right? I watched the Oscars a lot, and when I watched that day or that night when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, both me and my older brother thought like, oh, this has to be a joke, right? Has to be part of a joke and act that they thought of. But then Will Smith said like, keep my wife's name out your mouth. That's when me and my older brother realized, oh, that offended him, didn't it? We just both looked at each other like, that offended him. I mean, it's a, like, I'm not gonna say anymore, but like, I think, yeah. What else? Yeah, Chris Rock has been in a lot of Adam Sandler movies. The one movie I wish he was in, because he never was in it, I wish he was in Happy Gilmore too. I wish he was in it. And also, when he was in the J. Kelly movie with George Clooney, apparently when he was having an interview with George Clooney, the interviewer asked him like, what movie do you wish you were with each other in? And before Adam Sandler could answer, George Clooney said, since I love golf so much, I always wondered why you didn't invite me for Happy Gilmore. I would have loved to be in it. And I was like, Adam, missed opportunity to have George Clooney in a movie. And to be honest, I don't want people making fun of me. I also play golf, although I'm pretty bad at it. I'm not that good at like, hitting the golf ball to go like where the other golf balls are. I'm bad at hitting it. I'm like very bad. I can't like really hit it much. Oh well, you know, pretty good. I mean, I like Happy Gilmore, but I wish we had George Clooney in it. To be honest, I would love him to be in the second. Like, I'm trying to think of like who he could play as. He could have played as like an old friend of like Adam Sandler's character. I don't know. A lot of people have been like, there was this one person that I watched and he said that he loved Happy Gilmore 2 and he hopes they make a third. I was like, no offense, but no, just keep it at 2. The one thing is, The first movie was a comedy, but they made the second be more like a drama with comedy. I mean, I love both movies, but two was like, no offense, it was so like a bit depressing. Not spoiling it, not gonna spoil it in case no one has seen it. But why the hell would you make Happy Gilmore turn into an alcoholic in this? Like why? Like I get the reason why, but why would you want him to say like, "Oh, I'm done with golf now. I'm gonna do this now." Really? When you have kids, dude, you're gonna do that? Dang. And there were like so many cameos in the movie. We got Bad Bunny, one of my favorite singers. Well, he's sort of a rapper singer. Travis Kelce, that's now Taylor Swift's husband. I'm happy that they got married, because I love Taylor Swift. I was happy that they got married, and Adam Sandler officiated the wedding. Apparently, Bradley Cooper and Tom Cruise were there, and Tom Hanks. Damn, we got the Toms now. But anyways, yeah, we got Travis Kelce, Bad Bunny, and Happy Gilmore too. Ben Stiller returned. Who else did we get in the movie? Post Malone, one of my other favorite rappers. I remember when the trailer came out and I saw Post Malone in the Happy Gilmore 2 trailer, I was like, do not tell me who I think that is. Do not tell me that was Posty, because he's one of my favorite rappers. Also love Bad Bunny and Travis Kelce if you didn't hear. But the one person that made me shocked the most, seeing in Happy Gilmore 2, was none other than Marshall Mathers. And if you're like, who the hell's that? Eminem, one of my favorite rappers. When I saw him, we see him for like 2 to 3 seconds in the trailer. I was like, Eminem. I was like, Eminem, Post Malone, Travis Kelce, and Bad Bunny all in one movie. And then, because back then this was 2025, I like said like Travis Kelce, Bad Bunny, Post Malone, Eminem all in one movie. This is such a great year. I was like really excited, and even though I didn't really like 2025, the movies that came out in that year was awesome. Like I'm gonna be sitting up. Think about it, right? In 2020, what movies did we get? Sinners, Ryan Coogler. I love Ryan Coogler. Sinners was one of the best movies in history. One of my favorite horror movies. I love the movie was like sure a very action packed, even though it was a horror, but there was like some funny moments. I'm trying to remember one. I'm trying to remember a funny scene. Oh gosh, what is it? It's even though it's like a bit like sort of dark in a way, he one of one of the twins played by Michael B. Jordan. There's like a guy trying to steal something from his truck, and he like shoots the guy, and then he's like, and he's like Smoke or Stack. He says one of the twins' names. I forgot which one, and then and then I forgot like what name Michael B. Jordan said, but he's like, "How are you?" And he's like, "Oh, from getting shot, I'm fine." And I was like, "Yeah, you don't look fine." And it was like funny as hell. And then like there was this guy that like was helping, that was trying to help the guy that got shot, but he got shot by Michael Jordan as well. And he was like, "Oh, what was that for? I did nothing." And he was like, I don't remember what else he said, but you know, it's funny. I heard that before they made the choice to putting vampires in the movie, it was gonna originally be werewolves instead. And my older brother, dude, instead of it being like vampires, imagine them trying to survive against werewolves. And then he said to me, "Bro, they would be so cooked." And I said, "I know, no." Cooked is like another word, like, geez, sorry, about to burp. Cooked is like another word for saying like, oh, they're screwed in a way. Like, oh, they're about to get like. It's like another word for like saying like, for example, if there was like an action movie and like the character was getting like overwhelmed by so many like mercenaries and stuff, and then you'd be like, oh, that guy's cooked. So it's like saying like, oh, that guy's gonna be screwed. What else? What other 2025 movies was there? Fantastic Four First Steps, that was a good one. Superman, that was a good one. I loved Superman. I watched it after watching Peacemaker season 2 because I got my friend to DC because like after getting them into Marvel, I was like, oh, you gotta watch DC. So I got them into all the movies, the shows. Then we watched Peacemaker 1, season 2 again. Then we watched Superman, and that was awesome. I made I made a little video about it where I said one of my favorite scenes, which is still one of my favorite scenes to this day that I still laugh about. That haircut should be against your vows. But what? That would be what? I'll have you know, 348 chicks say otherwise. It's one of my favorite scenes. I couldn't stop laughing in the theater after that. And, Fantastic Four First Steps, that was the best. That was such a movie. Although I was sad it was just an hour and 55 minutes. I mean, the one thing I loved about Fantastic Four First Steps is that we got to see Galactus in live action. And I heard basically by Kevin Feige, or interviewed by Kevin Feige, that Galactus in Fantastic Four Steps was modeled after Galactus in Fortnite, like a Fortnite live event. I was like, bro, that was awesome. And the guy that played as Galactus in Fantastic Four First Steps, Ralph, I'm gonna butcher the name, sorry. Ralph, I'm not gonna say, I'm just gonna call him Ralph. He was in a lot of good movies. He's in, for example, what's a good one? He's in Nosferatu, the one with Willem Dafoe. That's a good one. I loved Nosferatu. When did that movie come out? 2024, 2025. It hit Netflix one time, and I got to watch it, and I was like, dude, no, this is a good movie. This is like, well, like I was watching it with my older brother and my older sister, and I was like, guys, I love Nosferatu. I love this movie. This movie's so batshit crazy. And they're like, I know it is. I mean, the one thing that surprised me, I said this in the previous live, I did not know the guy that was playing as Nosferatu played as Pennywise in it. Because when the movie was starting, like the movie was about to start, they were like, oh, do you want to know who plays as like that vampire? And I was like, who? And they were like, you know, Bill Skarsgård? And I was like, the guy who plays as Pennywise? He's Nosferatu. And I was like, oh, no way. He's the vampire. Yeah, yeah, he is. And I was like, oh, now I know this is going to be a good hobby. I love Bill Skarsgård. One of my favorite horror movies he's in besides it. Well, It Chapter 2. It would have to be Barbarian. If anyone's seen Barbarian or hasn't, I'll just give you a short synopsis. It's about this girl who moves into this Airbnb, but it's like occupied, if that makes sense. Like Bill Skarsgård is in it, and he like invites her over, says like, hey, there might be nowhere else to go, so you can come inside and stay. And that's a good movie. I watched Barbarian, I think if I remember correctly, it's on Disney Plus, and I watched it after I tried watching this movie of Sebastian Stan, who is one of my favorite actors, and his character Bucky from Marvel. Even though I'm a big fan of Marvel, he's one of my favorite characters. I tried watching this horror movie he was in called Frick, and can I just say, I almost threw up watching it. It wasn't a good, like, well, some people liked it, but I didn't. It's just, I didn't realize what the movie was about until, like, I like, stopped watching it. I was like, what is it about anyways? Read the synopsis, and I was like, eh, yeah, not watching that again. It reminded me of this movie that my older brother and older sister went to watch. They went to watch this movie with this girl from this show on Netflix called Lost in Space. It's called Bones and All or something. And they said to me, I know you love horror, but that's one horror movie you shouldn't watch. And I was like, why? And they were like, let's just say it's pretty up. And I was like, oh, like, like scary, and they were like, no, more like it's just very messed up and creepy in a way, and I was like, ew. And I understood what they meant. I understood. It's not like cause they didn't like, they weren't trying to be mean. They just want me to get like uncomfortable watching it. So like for example, if I was watching it with them, and I was seeing whatever the hell was going on in that movie, they'd be like, yeah, I don't think it was the best option to bring him. I mean, I love horror movies, but like, not that it depends on the story. It just depends, or depends how good it is. It's not depending on that. It just depends if like, I'm gonna enjoy it. Because there's one horror movie I didn't really like, but I thought it was pretty good. It was The Lighthouse. I mean, I don't mind Wizard of Oz because it's one of my childhood favorite movies, and I don't mind it being in black and white sometimes. But Lighthouse is in black and white a lot, and half the time I can't tell what's going because it feels like I'm watching that Oh no, dude, I'm just gonna finish what I'm saying and I'll answer that. There was like this movie I oh gosh, how am I saying this? I watched The Lighthouse and oh gosh, how do I explain it in a way? Like, I don't mind black and white movies because, like, I've watched the original Frankenstein, I've watched the original Invisible Man. I know people's gonna be like, how the Frankenstein movie or Invisible Man? Well, let's see. Frankenstein is like 1935, 1937. Invisible Man is like 1933. So yeah, I watched old movies. I think it's nothing compared to the there's one called there's another Nosferatu movie, the original one, and do you guys want to know what year that movie came out? The original Nosferatu came out not in the 1930s, not the 1940s, came out in 1922. Old movie. And I'm never gonna watch it. Because that is old as that is old as hell. 1922, that's like so 2026. It's 100 years ago. Hello from the accent sounds familiar. No, I get that a lot though, America, dude. But I've met a few New Zealand people. I mean, I sometimes look at like the audience because like you can see your audience, right? You know when like you go on your like page, your YouTube page, and like it says like show audience or something. Half of it I see is that there's some people from the US like me, and there's some from like Australia and New Zealand. I'm like, oh, I'm getting the Aussies and the Kiwis. Nice. I mean, I have a mixed accent, guys, and half the time people can't tell if I'm like American. I'm American because I was born and raised in America, but in my family, I have Australian, Irish, Scottish, Wales, French Canadian, and I don't know what else. Because you sound. Well, I don't know if I have New Zealand in my family. I probably do. I don't know. The only countries I've been to is Australia, which was at the beginning of 2025. But I forgot what movies came out at the beginning of 2025 because I missed it because I said I was in Australia and I missed on good movies. There was a movie I almost forgot watching, which was the last Mission Impossible movie. I almost missed it because I came a bit late, but luckily the trailers didn't come on yet because I like going to the theaters early so I could just see what movie trailers are, so I know like what movies to prepare for. It's what I like doing. I like doing that because I like telling my family, oh, we should go early because I want to see the movie trailers, and they're like, why don't you watch it on YouTube? I'm like, no, I want to see it on the big screen. I want to see what movies are coming out. Maybe like at the time before Sheep Detectives came out, we went to a theater. I forgot what movie we were watching, but when we saw the trailer for Detectives, I was like, oh, that's a movie I want to watch. Although I forgot to watch it, the thing. But I heard it's on Prime, Amazon, or whatever you call it. I want to watch that so bad because it's got one of my favorite songs from childhood in it. I know I have a lot of favorite songs and movies. One of my favorite songs that was in the trailer is called "Be 500 Miles" by the Proclaimers. And when that trailer came up in the theater, I was singing it. But dang, a PG movie with Hugh Jackman and his character gets killed. How is that PG? How is that movie gonna be PG? Well, Minecraft was PG, and there was like in it. I don't understand how Minecraft movie became PG and not PG-13. Oh, that's another 2025 movie I watched because I grew up playing Minecraft. I originally wanted to go with my cousins, but they were too busy, and I was like, yeah, I'll go with my older siblings. And since none of them have ever played Minecraft, I had to explain to them what Minecraft is, and they were like, so it's like Roblox in a way, and I was like, yeah, and sort of like Sims in a way. And they were like, so there's zombies in the game, like, how do you take them down in Minecraft? I was like, bows and arrows, or you could build iron golems and they could take them down for you. And they were like, what's iron golems? I was like, oh gosh, I forget. None of you guys have played Minecraft. I mean, my older brother, he plays games, but most of it's just GTA. He sometimes plays Fortnite, but I mostly play Fortnite like a lot. I'm never. I play other games, but I prefer like Fortnite because to me it's more chill. GTA, I always if you ever see me do that, because it means I'm about to burp and I'm trying not to. On GTA, there's so many griefers on there now. Like back then, sure were a few, but then like around 2020, which was lockdown, there was not really people were like, when is COVID going away? I miss. There was this one guy. I don't remember if I said this in a live stream. I probably did. One time, me and Joe, I've reacted to his videos. He's Game Slayer. Check him out. Me and him were playing GT and we heard this one guy shout at the top of his lungs, which I had to mute him because my eardrums were hurting. It was like, when the F are we getting out? I miss McDonald's. I just remember he yelled at the top of his ears, like at the top of his lungs. My ears just went like, when like you hear a loud noise and your ears start ringing for like a few minutes or something? That happened to me when he shouted at the top of his lungs, like, oh, and I muted him. But Joe invited me to like a PlayStation party. He was like, I don't want to hear that anymore. Join the PlayStation party, and I was like, all right. I mean, me and him, we sometimes play Fortnite, but we just mostly play horror games, or we play duos. We can't like we can't play what's the word? We can't play trios or squads because we how do I say this? We don't like playing with random people because like how do I explain this in a way? One time we played a squad game, these two people were being rude to us for no reason. Like I always wear Optimus Prime because I love Transformers, and someone said, "Hey dude, why do you like Transformers so much? It's a shit franchise." And I was like, "Whoa, what do I do?" And Joe was like, I don't know what like character he was. I think he was like Rick and Morty, or he was something. And someone said, "Hey, dude, Adult Swim called Rick and Morty is getting cancelled." I don't know why he said that. I mean, I liked it. Like to be honest, I love Fortnite, but I don't like meeting toxic people. That's the thing. So me and Joe, we just mostly play duos or horror games. But sooner or later, he's gonna start getting sick and tired of these horror games. Because there's not much else to play. I mean, there's like those brain rot games. Both me and him hate brain rot. No offense to anyone that likes brain rot, it's just that I hate it so much. I don't understand the concept of it. I don't understand anything about it. I don't understand people going like, "Hey guys, look, I'm playing brain rot. I got tung tung saha," and I'm like, I don't give it. I don't care what you got. I don't care what that is. I ain't gonna do that. I didn't know. I didn't know what brain rot was. I didn't know what brain rot was until like one of my cousins said the six meme. If you get what that means, I'm not gonna repeat it though. And then what else? He was saying to me that he was. What was it? He said to me that one of his friends has a Lubu, and I didn't know what that was until he not only explained it to me, but showed me a picture of it, and I was like, dude, this looks like a modern version of Gremlin. And I'm not being rude, it's just I don't really like brain rot. That's the thing. Like, I don't know. I just don't understand the concept of like brain rot. Like, so people like saying it because it's like a meme or whatever. Oh, what does this person say? It was mean, dumbass. Dude, let me explain to you this. People are allowed to have opinions about anything, alright? Don't be mad about it, okay? Sure, you may not like me saying I don't like brain rot because I don't understand the concept or I hate it, but don't like start getting mad saying like, oh, that was mean or what you said. Dude, people are allowed to give opinions, okay? If you don't like it, oh well. I'm allowed to give an opinion about something. I'm allowed to say, oh, I don't like brain rot because I don't understand it. Because I don't. I don't understand it. I mean, I can understand. The one thing I'll say is I understand why people like brain rot, but not many people has to like it. Like, I don't like it. I don't like brain rot. Not many people has to like it, you know? Like, like, for example, say, like, if someone loves Walking Dead, like I do, and if I was people to like Walking Dead or seeing if they do, it doesn't matter if people do or don't like Walking Dead. It doesn't matter what they do and like. It's their opinion. So like I'm saying as a lesson to you, if I don't like Brain Rot, I don't have to like it. Cause let me just say this, you're not the boss of me, okay? I can make my own opinions. Like I love both Marvel and DC. Sure, I mean the new DC universe is still growing on me, but I'm still liking it. I still love it. I mean, I liked DCU until Shazam 2 came out. The one thing I hated about Shazam 2, it just didn't feel like I had the magic from the movie. Although I loved seeing Helen Mirren in it. She's cool. I love Helen Mirren. She's a great actress. But the one thing I will say to everyone that's watching this, do not make fun of people's opinions. It doesn't matter if they like Geronimo Stilton or Percy Jackson like I do. Don't like make fun of saying like, oh, that opinion that you said. Say like if someone likes, Percy Jackson like I said, don't say like, oh, that was mean or that was rude. Don't be like, don't be rude saying like, oh, that was rude of me saying like I don't like brain rot. I don't have to like it. I understand why people do, sort of, but I don't have to like everything. That's the thing. My own opinions, and it doesn't matter if people say like, "Oh, you should like brain rot because has this, has that." I don't like it though. I don't have to. It's like me saying like, even though I love Hot Wheels, it's like someone saying like, "Oh, you should hate Hot Wheels." I don't. I love it. And wow, I love how you like clock it and like you're telling the person to be nice. Oh, she's gonna get mad at you. Oh, watch your mouth. Oh my gosh, I've been going live for like 40 minutes. I'm gonna go live for a few more minutes and then I'll get the video and I'll come back going live. Do you guys think if it would be possible, like ever, do you guys think on like New Year's or something I should be live for like an hour or two? to see like if I. One of my best friends, Waffles, who I've played like Fortnite with a lot, and been in his live streams or podcasts, I call it. He last time he went live, the longest he went live was like 5 or 6 hours long, and he told me he tried doing it for 24 hours one time before he met me, and then he said that like the whole computer switched off, and I was like, when he said I overheated it, and I was like, how long did you get up to? And he said, I didn't get up to that high, and I was like, how high did you get up to? And he said, 3 hours. I was like, so you were trying to make your computer stay on for until 24 hours, but then it shut off at like 3 hours. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, do you need a stronger computer? He was like, well, it's not my fault that my computer turned off. I mean, I don't own a computer, but I do gotta say, if I tried going live for like 24 hours, I'd probably give up. To be honest, I would be like, yeah, nah, I'm not going live for 24 hours. It would be hard to do because, think about it, there'd be new people coming in, and I would have to talk about random stuff for hours on end, and also that would mean I would have to turn off my microphone and stuff to go bathroom, to eat, and all that. It'd be annoying, to be honest, you know, because like I've mentioned before in previous live streams, I wouldn't eat on stream, that's the thing, even though I ate a mint yesterday. But I wouldn't actually eat on stream because I don't want I don't want people getting hungry, and B, I don't want people complaining like, dude, you're meant to be talking, not meant to eat. There's a lot of people I see going live up to, and most of them eat, but sometimes they get people that complain, and I'm like, dude, their live stream, they do what they want. I mean, I wouldn't mind going streaming like eating, but I don't think that's something I'm gonna do ever. Because I don't want, I don't, like I said again, I don't want people getting jealous of me, like seeing me eating food, and two, or B, or whatever, I don't want them like complaining like, oh my gosh, you're eating on stream, you're meant to talk to us. Am I not allowed to eat? I would just be like, just eating food. Like, think of like pancakes, for example. If I was eating it and someone was like, excuse me, aren't you gonna talk to us? I'd be like, huh? What's one last thing I could talk about before I go and make another video? There's gonna be a lot of reactions today, because since I finished reacting to one of my friends slash brother figures video, I'm giving him a break for a bit and like react to this thing that I did with Joe, and then do the next part of it because he split up into 2 videos for some reason, and then I'll go back to reacting to his stuff. I'm thinking of reacting. I don't know if I did it. I probably react to him doing the drone, so I'll probably react to him doing that when I come back to him, and I'll probably react to him building Lego because I love Lego. Hello, Lucas. But I'm going off soon because, like I said, I'm gonna post another video, but I'll be back live soon. But I'm gonna try and see if I can hit like 46 or 47 minutes. I can only give people mods, dude, if like I can know if I can trust them, because I've had mods in the past, and like mods back then, they would like, for example, one time when I had a mod, he timed out one of my best friends, all because he was just saying hi. You can ask a question, dude. There was like when I had this mod, right? He timed out one of my best friends, dude, because he just said hi, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "Oh, this person was saying hi," and I was like, "That's one of my best friends, dude. People are allowed to say hi." And he was like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know." Yeah, so I only give people mods to only if I could trust them. That's the thing. So like, if someone said, for example, hi, or if they were asking me a question and timed out, that's one thing I don't like. I don't like people timing out people without me getting known. Like if they were like, "Oh, this guy was being rude. This guy called you like this word. This guy called you that," then I wouldn't mind. You know. I just don't like rude people. So if someone said to me like, "Oh, you look weird. You look ugly. You look like this," then obviously my mods are gonna be like, "Yeah, we're gonna time him out for you." I won't do that. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Is it okay if you be stand though? Is it okay? Let's see here. Let's see. There you go. You're now standard. People in a managing like what's the rule I put on for managing? It's only like if they could be more trustworthy. Like if that makes sense. Um sure more than maybe he will. You do realize some people can be busy, you do realize that? And it doesn't matter if not many people join the lives if they're busy or if they have family, you know? It doesn't matter if like some people can't join a lot. It doesn't matter. I mean, mostly I still get people joining. I don't complain about how many people I get. I don't mind. Because I'm gonna watch you. Oh, jeez. Oh, it reminds me of that like reminds me of this like horror movie. Oh, but I forgot the name of it. There was like a character that said to one of the main characters like, "I'm watching you." I understand, but I don't know him. Understandable. What's one last thing I could talk about before going and making a video? But I'll come back live. I'll come back live soon. I'll come back live soon. I'll come back live soon. It's just I'm gonna video and then I'm gonna have another drink. I'm gonna grab another drink. I don't drink if you think what I'm thinking. I drink soda because I'm a sort of teenager. I don't like drink, that because well for one I don't want to and two I like soda better and juice. I live in Australia. What about you? America, dude. And since I have Australian in my blood, I will say g'day. I try my best doing an Australian accent, but there was this one guy I was friends with, and he said, "Dude, you do a shit Australian accent." Well, at least I tried. At least I tried doing accents. I'm bad at doing accents. I could try doing an Australian one, but I don't want to make anyone like, you know, I'm not trying to like make fun of Aussies because I love Aussies, but like I can try and sound like an Aussie. Um, G'day, mate. How you doing, mate? Yeah, that's the only stuff I could do. I can only keep the like Australian accent only if I keep saying mate. It's the thing. Because if I say any other word besides mate, then I lose the Australian accent. Who said what? What? Who said what? Said what? What happened? You said who said that? Said what? Um, but work for YouTube? But what? What do you mean by who said that? Who said what? Said what? Who? You're confusing me now. Sorry if it looked like I almost dropped my phone. It's because my hands are getting a bit sweaty trying to hold my phone. Oh, my hand is starting to hurt now. Oh. Like I said, dude, I'm a YouTuber. But nice that you work for a paramedic. That's nice. Oh, 15 minutes now. Nice. What's something else I could talk about? Something else. Before I go, what's something I'll talk about? Something I could talk about. What's another thing I could talk about? If you don't know what that, it means it's helping me think. It's what I do sometimes. So like if you hear me go, I was hearing my older brother banging on the wall, but no, dude, sorry, we don't bring politics in this. I'm not really a fan of politics. That's the thing. That's not something I like. Sorry, dude. We don't talk about this stuff. I don't really like talking about that. I'm not like a fan. I'm not a fan of that stuff. I don't like politics. That's something I don't like talking about. What a nice day it is today. I always thought it was going to be raining. Ah, that's my jaw. Ooh. Ooh. Heard the bones of my jaw crack. Well, yeah, I'm watching the World Cup, dude. It's good. I like it. One of my best friends. I almost missed the game. One of my best friends, Waffles, was like telling me like, dude, you gotta quickly watch this game. I was like, why? And he said England is versing against Mexico, and I was like, oh, let me watch. Even though I love all teams, like it doesn't matter which teams they go against. I love all teams. But then he was like very happy that England won. I was like, England, yes. What's this? I was happy that England won. But Mexico, you also still did good. You still did good, Mexico. You did very well. You did very well. Well done. Wasn't who was going against who's England going against next? Like which countries are like which countries are World Cup? Is it Portugal that they're going against or is it Argentina? I don't know what countries against, but it's some country. But hey, good luck to all those to everyone in the World Cup. Good luck, guys. You guys are doing well in the World Cup. I mean, just everyone's having fun. I was planning to get scared about the World Cup, but I was like, nah, I don't want to. I can't think of any jokes for like the World Cup. I mean, I don't think I would be able to make a skit about the World Cup because I don't know what I would say or do. I mean, there was one at first where I was thinking there was a skit I was thinking of before I go. There was a skit like I was talking about. Hey, hey, Les. Oh crap! They timed out. Hold up, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I add you as a moderator. You're alright, Liz. Anyways, as I was saying about the World Cup, I was thinking of doing a skit, but it was like about like this group of friends who debate on whether like Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo is better. I mean, I like both, to be honest. I like both. One of them is bad. No, my brother did that. Dude, just saying, I never did that. Like, as I was saying about my point exactly, that's when I don't like people saying, like, they will be mod and they can be trustworthy, and I'm like, okay, I'll trust you, and then all of a sudden, people, like I mentioned about my previous mod, they said, like, oh, dude, you can trust me, and I was like, okay. And then I trusted him for a few seconds till he timed down one of my best friends, and I was like, dude, Really? That's one of the reasons why, guys, I can't just give people all of a sudden mod. I have to trust first. That's the thing. So, like, if I, not only if I know you, but, like, if I can see if you're trustworthy, then I'll give you mod. That's what I do. The only way I'll give someone mod is if I know they can be trustworthy, they can be trusted. So, like, for example, if someone said hi, do not time them out. They're allowed to say hi. They're not allowed to. They are allowed. But if people being rude in my live, they're allowed to get timed out. Okay, dude, cool. I don't really care. At least people enjoy what I like doing. Oh, dang, 57 minutes we've been going live. Oh, let's see if we can get up to an hour. What else can we talk about? Has anyone at least been watching the World Cup? Has anyone been watching the World Cup? Does anyone know who England is going against next? Is it Portugal or Argentina? Which one is England going against? I think it's because I saw this skit from one of these YouTubers I watch, and saying something about England going against Portugal. Is it Portugal they're going against, or is it Argentina? Because good luck to them. Good luck to them. Good luck to all the teams that are going against each other. Even if they lose, they're still doing good. They're still doing good. One of my older siblings was before, like, why aren't you going against one of the teams? And I said, because to me all the teams have been doing good. Even if they lose, they still did good. They will still do good in other games. And one of my older siblings was like, oh, you're such a gentleman. And I was like, I know I am. The one last thing I want to mention is that the only reason why I got into watching the World Cup, I just love sports. I play sports. I play basketball, baseball, and hockey, and yeah. Oh, yeah, Lucas got not his moderator, off him, and he said he's unsubscribing. He said that he had to go, and then he said that his brother, which I don't know if I believe, modded someone out, but yeah. They proved my point. He proved my point that I don't give people mods, if only I could trust them. Oh, that was my plate. But anyways, I will be going live again soon, guys. I'm just gonna post a video, and then if you don't see me post other videos, it's because I'm making reactions to one of my friends. But I will be on the live soon. I'll let everyone know. Anyway, see you guys later. Have a great day and great night, everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.